What up, fish people? Kenny E with Danikin Aquatics. Well, guys, today I rescaped the Mudskipper tank because this, as you can see, this stuff is starting to grow so well. But what I had to do was, I had a bunch of, you see these things here, I had these bean bags full of old gravel that I wasn't using, and I had used that to bring this up so I wouldn't have to use as much sand. Well, unfortunately, it was making it so these guys' roots wasn't getting dug in real well. So as you can see, I've now added all sand. So I'm hoping this mangrove will take off. And then I also added those little do-it-yourselfer deals to try to get this light just a little further up. I'm sure I'm gonna have to do it again soon. But that red mangrove is really doing well. Super cool plant. I'm sure it's going to grow even taller because I've seen this stuff in the wild. It's like 8 feet to 10 feet, 12 feet tall I've seen. So eventually I don't know what I'm going to do with this stuff. But for now, I at least got it to where it can grow a little more. But the stuff's doing an amazing job of getting down in here in the water column and keeping it pretty clear. But the real excitement of the day was, well, in the process of cleaning this, I had to take everything out. And as you can see, way back up in here, and you have to excuse this tank, it stays rather, the glass is always scratched, but up here I have all 3 of my night gobies are still alive and doing well. I thought I had lost them. I thought I do apologize, guys. This guy is right in that turbulent water. But anyway, they are all still alive and well. The only thing I'm concerned about is I know that these mudskippers like to keep their ambient temperature around 80 degrees. I'm just hoping with this open that it doesn't take all of it out. But this side here should still be staying pretty warm. Or if they get chilly, plus the water is at 83 or 84 degrees, so that should keep it nice and ambient temp in here, pretty warm. Plus behind them is the 240 discus tank that's set at the high 80s as well. But what I'm really impressed by is how clear this water is already. I went ahead and added a sponge filter to it this time. Just trying to keep it a little nerd. What I'm trying to do is eliminate from too much getting on the intake over here. But as you can see, that sucker's already getting covered up again. But all the mudskippers are doing fine. They seem to be happy. I did get rid of the big piece of manzanita that was in here because I do believe that was causing a lot of the heavy mosses and algae that I had going. And I didn't like the stuff because it kept getting into my filter, and I'd every 2 days have to come unclog it so the filter would continue to run. But all I got is a little Cascade filter. I'm going to have to go back and clean that again because as you can see, some of them aren't doing as well. But it keeps it nice and turbulent in here. It keeps plenty of oxygenated water going. Night gobies are doing well. Mudskippers are doing well. Everybody seems happy. If you guys have not kept mudskippers, I am going to highly recommend these guys. Absolutely love this fish. They're super cool, personable. They come up and hang out, talk to me all the time, or try it. In my view, they're talking to me. And they seem to like it. They like the new scape. I made it so it's easier for them to get in and out of the water to there. And then I also put a little easy, we'll call it the handicap ramp for them right here. But what I took here, guys, which is really, really awesome, is I just took a couple of cinder blocks and I stuck them and I put a bunch of sand in the middle. I turned them sideways to where the holes are, you know, up and down. And I was able to fill each of these holes with a bunch of sand. And what I'm hoping is that will keep this whole sand structure from shifting on me. But as you can see, I don't know if you all watched it or paid attention on the last few videos, but this added about an extra 4 inches, maybe even 5 inches of depth in water, which is what I wanted. So now that the water's a little deeper, I'm hoping that'll keep the parameters a little easier to maintain. But the night gobies are digging this. They got this big structure down here to hang out under. I just hope I can figure out a way. I might have to tilt that thing and see if I tilted it. I mean, one of them's sitting, or is that a mudskipper right there? Yep, that's a mudskipper coming out from under there right now. That's funny. He come running right up to me. You already got fed, dude, so I don't know why you're coming begging to me. You got a whole pile of your bug bites right there. Or are you just now seeing them? This particular one always comes up to me. I mean, matter of fact, when I was taking them out today, I didn't even have to net this guy. He came and ran and got right into my hand for me and was able to put him in the bucket while I was doing the work here. He's the only one, though. The other ones are still, although in their defense, I haven't had a lot of time to play with them. This guy, he's always been a little more friendly, so I was able to work with him. I pet him and all that. And he seems to be fine with me. He's the only one, though. The only reason I can tell him is he's got a little more gold to his body than the rest. See how he's a little gold? If you look at that one way over there, he's a little more dark. But this is the one that seems to tolerate me the most. He's never shy of the camera either. And I've refused to name them because it seems like every time I name a fish anymore, they pass on me. I don't want them passing. But like I said, I wanted to share this with you guys. Put me behind on everything else I wanted to do today. I'm getting behind on water changes, which I don't like to do. But I get off work every night at 5:30, so I'm usually home by 6. I literally could do a room a night the rest of the week and be just fine. That's what I plan to do. I've got one sick Oscar I've got to deal with. So I'll be dealing with her this week. I think I'm going to probably end up putting her in one of these smaller tanks and treating her, because everybody else in the tank currently looks okay. But as you can see, I got plenty of depth in this here water. So I am stoked. Mudskippers seem to be happy, happy, happy. The other one likes to hang out over here. Goofy fish is sitting right on top of the heater, believe it or not. But they do like it warm, so I'm sure that feels good to him. And then the night gobies hang under. I've got this big log that I put in here. They like to hang underneath there. They got themselves a little hubby. And then the other spot, you can't see it because it's too dark back there, but there's a nice little hide that's in the back there, and then a little crevice there in the cinder block too that they like to go in and out of. So anyway, guys, that's my 120-gallon Mudskipper tank. And as you can see, everybody seems to be doing fine. And now I don't have to worry about this mangrove anymore. It should be fine and start growing again. I've only lost 2 of the plants total. That one there was close to being done. The mudskippers like to occasionally grab it and tip it over. I don't know if they like the taste of the flour or what the deal is, but... So anyway, guys, as always, love your fish. This is Kenny E with Daniken Aquatics. Going to check out for now. You all have an amazing night.